Hello guys, this is Ghazi Rahman and welcome to another video. Today we'll be talking about the new C500 chassis from Gigabyte, and here we go. So these are chassis, and before we'll be unboxing this, I need to put a few words out there. Basically, I've been complaining for almost 2 to 3 years now that the casing that Gigabyte puts out, they look fantastic, they look sexy, but well, they lack in the department of, let's say, airflow. The C200 casing was good, but when we used to build let's say i9 systems in that, airflow was kind of, well, not up to the par. Same goes with C300 as well. C700 casing, it was a full tower casing, there was a lot of place for airflow as well, but not up to the satisfactory mark. But this casing promises to solve all those problems. So without any further ado, let's unbox this. So you can see it's a very bulky packaging here, and since it's a tempered glass casing, it comes with this squishy memory foam stuff. So let's unpack. Oh, I need to turn it around as well. Look at that gorgeous glass. Now let's take these out. I will need to take that out as well, and let's place that casing there. You guys can look at the casing while I put the other stuff out of the way. So at first, as I was saying, that we did suffer with let's say airflow in the previous Gigabyte casings, right? But this one is really sweet. So the front one comes out. You can see there's a grill pattern here for optimum airflow. Just below that, you'll be getting a mesh magnetic lid for, you know, resisting those dust particles from entering your system. This is out of the way, and then if you look here, the whole piece is solo, and you can easily fit a 3 radiator, well, not a 3 but a dual radiator system here for your CPU. So guys, before we move to the front end of this casing, let's look at what's inside, right? So we'll be, I think you get a better view here, right? Yeah. So let's take this out first. So we'll be taking out both of this. Ooh, I'm gonna put it somewhere around here. Okay, so if you look at the casing itself, there are 1, 2, 3, and 4 fans already pre-installed with this casing. All of these fans are RGB, and if you look at the back of this casing, so basically you will find yet another interesting features for this casing as well. So if you look at the back of this casing, you can see that you have, can you zoom in please? So basically, if you can see, look at here. So you have a RGB controller as well as a fan controller built in with the system. So basically, you don't need to plug in your fans, all the casing fans, directly onto your motherboard. You can easily connect your fans here. So you have an extra fan header here. So if you connect your fans with this controller here and the exit controller point, if you connect it to your motherboard, you can easily control your fans with the help of the system fan software, the Smart Fan 5 software from Aorus ecosystem, and you can control your fan. Apart from that, you can see that unlike the other let's say casings that comes out from Gigabyte and Aorus, this casing has an ample amount of space for cable management. You can see already this portion is already cable managed here. So you can see that you have these Velcro cables that are tying these cables down, which will reduce those cable bulges. Plus, this will be very easy to cable manage. I'm dying to build a PC on this casing, which we'll be doing next up on this channel, and yeah, to show this casing off. Now, for the creme de la creme, right? As I said earlier, I would like to show you, okay, this is going to be a tough job, I guess. So I think, Shimanta, you need to switch here a little bit. So guys, let's talk about what makes this casing stand out among all the Gigabyte casings out there. Well, this is my personal feeling because I have built PCs with C200, C300, C700, but somehow looking at this casing, I feel that I'll get the best performance out of those 12900Ks on this casing. That's my personal opinion, but I won't be able to confirm unless I do those builds with this casing. But before that, I would like to show you guys something. So if you can come closer, okay. So at first you can see, if you open this casing, the front portion, if you look at it, this is a mesh. Before, all the casings from Gigabyte, this front portion used to be a solid piece of acrylic, let's say acrylic or glass or plastic, but this one is mesh. So basically you have airflow from the front as well, apart from the other system where the airflow was from the side or from the bottom. In front you've got a 120mm fan with RGB. I know RGB does not give you performance, but it does look good. So with RGB 120mm 3 fans that can pull in a shit ton of air into the system. Apart from that, if you look at here as well, you have a magnetic dust filter to prevent those dust. So basically maintaining this system will be very easy because the dust buildup is here. You can take this system out, you can take out this dust filter, clean it up and put it back in again. This mesh helps with preventing from dust buildup inside the system as well. The fans are here, and this white portion is RGB that we talked about that lights up this Aorus and this channel. So as you can understand, this casing will look pretty sick when we actually build the full system in this casing, and add some RGB flares to it with some RGB or LED strips. This is going to look sick. One more feature that we forgot to add in this first impression video is this is something that I just found out. So basically, if you look at it, there are 2 screws here, right? Shimanta, can you come and punch in a little bit closer? So there are 2 screws here, right? So what this does is you can actually take this out, the whole channel out. In the other systems, you need to put the power supply in like this, then you need to screw it from back. This is pretty easier here. So basically, you need to just take this to screw out. This panel comes out, you put your power supply, connect your power supply with these 2 panels, then just push it in and lock it with these 2 screws. So it becomes very easy for cable management, running those full modular cable systems, it becomes very easy. So we'll not be talking about those cables that comes in with the chassis, the fan cables and the power cables for the chassis itself, because we know every chassis has those. You can see a nice shield here. See, basically this is for hiding those cables that run from, let's say, the USB 3.0 and the 28-pin connector, the GPU connectors. For those, this is the cable that this is the box hides those routing those cables, so which will give this build in this casing a pretty much sick look. And this casing is perfectly optimized for those CPU Razor builds, because if you look at it, this has only one slot for horizontal mount, right? If you look at here, this casing has only one slot for those horizontal mounts and a lot of slots for vertical mount. So you can do multiple vertical mount GPUs with your system in this casing. So guys, as you can understand, I am pumped, and I think by the end of this month we'll be doing a build on this casing with our Intel 12th Gen system, and I'm very happy because so I personally felt that the previous build that we did some builds with C200, C300, C700. I personally felt that the CPU, it really suffered for the lack of airflow, right? It got choked, the temperature used to spike. But I personally feel that this casing is going to solve that. This casing does have that maximum airflow for keeping those high-end CPUs cooled. This is my personal feeling. When we do the build, we can give you the findings. Whatever we find, we'll let you know. So guys, this was our first impression video of C500G chassis from Aorus. I hope you guys liked this video. If you really did, then please do leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. If you're watching this on Facebook, please make sure to like this video and leave a like on our page as well. If you do that, you'll be notified on future videos that's coming out. The next video will probably be a full system build with this casing, and I think you guys don't want to miss that. So this is Ghazi Rahman signing off. See you guys in the next one. Where's my X? Where's my X? Where's my X?
Why?